Steve, these teams we're seeing tonight both have very strong options off their bench.
And Kevin, when you have a strong bench, the starters love it because they know if they have a lead, they have some guys that's going to extend the lead. If they're not playing well, they have guys that come off that help them. And the opposing team, they know when you're a 9 or 10 deep team and you're very, very talented.
Now let's take a look at the Nuggets opening lineup. Millsap and Jokic, the big men. Then there's Murray. Then it's Michael Porter. And it's Daniels in at the 2. Left side, George. Leonard on the wing, guarded by Porter. Leonard against Porter. And it's Leonard missing.
He goes up strong, but he is met with resistance. I think that surprised him a little bit.
Passes it to Porter. Outside for Murray. Millsap up top. Good, and the assist goes to Murray.
A rugged finish from Millsap, undeterred by the defense.
Here now the Clippers. Bounce pass from Beverly. Ibaka looking for an opening. Outside, George. 6 on the shot clock. Three-pointer. Knocks down the 3-ball.
Hey, there's never been any question about George's three-point range. He just goes through stretches where he knocks down the 3 at a ridiculous rate.
Now here's Millsap. 20 points for him last game against the Mavericks in Dallas. Murray, good.
Matching baskets from the perimeter, an earmark of today's game.
Hey, players love competition, and the fans love it as well.
Here's Leonard. 23 points for him the last game against the Warriors in San Francisco. That's good from 17 feet away.
If you can't get Leonard a look inside, this is the next best thing. Terrific touch from mid-range.
Okay, well, let's go down to David Aldridge for a report from the sideline.
Kevin, Doc Rivers gave me a few minutes to catch up with him. Nikola Jokic has made a name for himself as one of the best big men in the game. Coach told me it all revolves around him. We've got to be sharp when he has the ball. Kevin, that's difficult because Jokic has passing lanes that others simply don't see.
Thanks, David. Now, here's Beverly. Following the miss by Paul Millsap. Beverly, the pass to George. Feeds to Leonard. That's basket number 2 with his 3rd shot off to a fast 2 for 3.
And the feed from George couldn't be better. The timing, the placement, everything about that dish was pinpoint.
And there's the pass to Millsap. And here's Jokic. Rebounded by Serge Ibaka. Leonard kicks to Morris. And another 3 for the Clippers.
I mean, a great look by Kawhi, aware of what the defense is trying to do. Understands the spacing.
Murray, the pass to Jokic. Pass to Daniels. Looking to end the run. Denver keeping it going. A new 14-second clock. And so Ibaka will bring it up for the Los Angeles Clippers. Last time these two teams came together was also in this building. They were able to win it for the home fans.
Not a close contest either. The last time they got together, everyone in the rotation played solid, and the bench was the difference.
Great scoring output from that second unit. Such a luxury to have that extra ammunition.
And here are the Nuggets now after the basket by Los Angeles. Beverly against Murray. The Nuggets with another miss.
Easy chance from mid-range. Wouldn't be surprised to see them run that play again.
The Nuggets trail by 7. The kick out to Porter for the 3. Morris with the rebound. Los Angeles has gone 2 or 3 from deep so far in this game. Here's Leonard. He made that one. Basket number 3 for him. He's also missed 2.
And their offense already in a flow. Some stellar shooting to jump out to this lead.
Timeout is called. First of the game for the Nuggets.
Southern Cal, where he grew up, was a big part of his decision. The big surprise was how Kawhi was out recruiting other stars behind the scenes to join him with the Clippers. Consistently deliver you points makes such a big difference for a team.
Because he gives you someone to build your offense around. You can count on his nightly production.
Count it from 12. Murray's got 5.
You got to feel comfortable when Murray is working the pick and roll. His shooting, speed, and passing all are next level.
Now here is Ibaka. He's been quiet so far. Still no points in the game. Back to George.
Missed opportunity. It's a makeable shot for him. He just can't get it to go.
Jokic kicks to Daniels. Porter dishes to Daniels. Murray against Beverly. On deep. Whoops, there's the 24-second shot clock violation, so they'll turn it over.
All right, a chance to check out stats for Leonard.
Coming off a terrific season. 6th in scoring, and of course, he's got a nose for the ball. He ranked in the top 10 in steals last season.
And back to his points per game average last year, he literally propped up the team's offense whenever they needed it. Pass to George. A fader, and he sinks that one, hitting the back of the rim on the way in. He's got 7.
And it just seems that every pass they make is leading to a score. Just great ball movement.
Goes up and lays it nice and easy. And it's 7 points for Jamal Murray.
And he is really in a zone right now, playing and scoring with confidence.
George finds Ibaka. Some nice passing here by Los Angeles. Outside, George passes to Beverly. Now, here is George. Three-pointer. Porter pulls it in. The Nuggets trail by 7. Now the pass to Murray. Now, Jokic. Back to Murray. That's in, coming off the assist from Jokic. 9 points for Jamal Murray.
And the confidence from Murray, just so efficient from the interior.
Beverly with the ball. He had a 15-point outing in their last game against Golden State. Here's Leonard. Another field goal for him. 4 for 6 shooting tonight.
The power, the length, the ability to finish. Leonard dominant in that painted area.
Beverly against Murray. Down low. Right block shot. Morris with the rebound. Looking at Los Angeles, they took the win in their last game against the Golden State Warriors.
Out of character for him to miss that shot. Maybe just a little too casual there.
Porter passes to Murray. He kicks it to Daniels. Bangs home the trifecta.
And the precise passing of Murray, really moving the ball well around the floor.
Here's Beverly. He's gotten some minutes, but nothing on the board yet. And it's Leonard missing. Here is Daniels, defended by George. Pass to Porter. Dishes to Millsap. Yes, that goes in. Wow, just a 2-point Clipper lead.
Smart play call. Paul Millsap deadly once he gets the ball inside.
Now Beverly. Morris trying to free himself up. He can't get it to go. Murray with the defensive effort. Right side, Porter. Good, and the assist goes to Murray. Murray's got 3 assists in the game.
Yeah, they're going to have a nice little run here.
And it's Leonard with the ball. He'll bring it up for the Los Angeles Clippers. Shoots from the elbow. That's good on the jump shot. Leonard's got 10 points in the game.
Playing at his tempo, his pace. He's been dialed in all night.
Murray kicks to Millsap. No good that time. So Los Angeles will take it the other way. To the middle. Here's Morris. Great pass to set up the lay-in. And now a 4-point Los Angeles lead.
I love the patience Beverly has developed with the ball in his hands. Terrific find.
Murray against Beverly. Now here's Murray. He's guarded closely. Misses the layup. He had him with that bump fake. Here's Leonard. At basket number 6 to his stat sheet. He's now 6 for 10.
And he's really been working to get those looks, and it's starting to pay off here early on.
It's stolen by Morris. Beverly feeling it out a bit. Leonard on the wing. And a lot of contact on that one, so he'll shoot 2 here. That one on Porter.
A 2-time Defensive Player of the Year. Kawhi Leonard last season averaged 27 points a game. That's what you call a two-way player.
And a career high in scoring last season for the great Kawhi Leonard.
Kevin, he maintained his elite efficiency. Kawhi Leonard's growth as a scorer has been remarkable over the course of his career.
Take a break. 2 shots. Free throw good from Kawhi Leonard.
NBA champion, Finals MVP. Kawhi has done a lot in a short time.
Martin's checked in for the Nuggets. Leonard hits them both.
We've seen him put a lot of pressure on the defense and then cash in at the line.
Beverly against Murray. Here's Millsap, and Millsap slows it in.
Well, all right. Paul Millsap looking bouncy tonight.
Los Angeles leading by 6. Pass to Morris. Now George. Tries again, and the layup is good. George has got his second basket of the night.
I mean, the number of points they've scored in the paint already here is eye-opening.
Murray against Leonard, and Jokic slams it in.
Not just swinging the ball around the perimeter, aggressive move inside.
There's 42 seconds left in the first quarter. At the teardrop, and the basket is good. And the Clippers lead by 8.
A shot that Beverly's developed. Once you have the floater, you don't always have to get to the rim.
Barton kicks to Jokic. Back to Barton. Clock at 6. Pass to Jokic. Lets it go from deep. Kawhi Leonard comes up with the rebound.
And this quarter, he has clearly been off the mark.
To the right side. Deep 2 from Beverly. Chance there to push it to double digits, but it's off the mark. Kawhi Leonard has been on display for the LA Clippers. He totaled 14 points in the quarter. He's given them all the offense they need right now. And we've got more NBA action on 2K Sports coming your way after this break. Nikola Jokic, a former second-round pick turned star in the league, talks about what the game means to him.
Basketball, like passion or love. Like, that is the thing I play like when I know 4, 6, 7 years old. I don't know. Like basketball is always in my life. That like, I think it's passion. I think it's passion.
In basketball, Greg, a big deal in Jokic's native land of Serbia.
And I love his creativity. There's an artistry and a freedom in how he plays the game.
And hope you've enjoyed the broadcast so far. Halfway through the first half in this one. And taking a look at Los Angeles' performance here. What have they been doing or not doing?
Well, they used the fast break to generate some easy buckets before the defense could get set.
You know this, the team that dictates the pace typically rules the roost. We see that here early on.
Taking a look at the Nuggets. Jokic is out there with Gordon, and there's Javale Mcgee. Then it's Will Barton, and it's Murray, and it's shooting guard. Clippers leading by 8. Here's Kennard. Here's Leonard. That's in. He's 7 for 12 now in the game.
They should continue to get the ball inside. The defense struggling to contain them.
Now here's Murray. T right on him. Here's Gordon. And that'll be 2 free throws coming up. Officials on the call with the foul. It's on Kawhi Leonard.
And one of the more transcendent athletes in the game. Aaron Gordon still has some untapped potential. He could make a big leap.
System. He was asked to play at the small forward.
Not ideal, Kevin. He's better off as a small ball power forward, getting out in the lane and using those springs to rise over the D.
He hits one, then misses the second attempt from the free throw line. And it's Jackson with the ball, bringing it up for the Clippers. And there it is for him. Leonard's got the lead up to 11 now for Los Angeles.
A piece on the dribble drive. You see Kawhi right there, undeterred by contact.
Here's Murray. And the rejection by Zubac. Here's Kennard. Still looking for his first bucket in this one. Here's Morris. And it's Denver with the rebound. Jokic has got his 7th rebound here tonight. Here's Murray, and it's Murray with the jam.
And love seeing Murray take it strong to the rack. A phenomenal finisher inside.
Here's Kennard. The pass to Morris. Out of bounds. Denver takes possession.
And here's a look at the stats for Gordon. Last year, getting it done. Put up about 16 points a game, 7 rebounds, and 3 assists. And he's been making the right decisions and letting the game come to him. Solid play all around.
He's not trying to take over necessarily. He's just taking what the defense allows and contributing to the cause.
Off target from outside. So for the Nuggets, their last game, a loss to Dallas. And it's Javale Mcgee with the foul. That is his first foul of the game. And for those of you just joining us, we're almost 2.5 minutes into the second quarter. Jackson with the bounce pass. Here's Leonard. It's good. The assist this time from Jackson. 20 points for Leonard.
And they're beginning to just flat out fall apart defensively right now, especially on the interior.
Here's Jokic. Banked in off the glass.
Beautiful call that time up the floor. The hard screen frees him up for the bunny.
Los Angeles leading by 9. Outside Jackson. Pass to Zubac. Here's Morris. 5 on the clock. Leonard, that's for 2. That shot is good. He's taken 15 and made 10 from the field tonight.
Great rhythm on the catch and shoot. Kawhi showing us what's good.
Barton dishes to Murray. McGee, the pass to Barton. And so it's going to be a 3-second violation out there on the defense. The entire offseason leading up to tonight, Steve, as a player, do you already know if your team has a chance to be special this early?
You know, Kevin, yeah, you do. And I think the teams that I've been on and teams that you see and saying we don't have a chance to win, you try to trick yourself. You're looking at management ownership. Can we make a deal throughout this year to get us in contention? But you got to be realistic. You know the team that you don't have a chance to win a championship.
And he shows the focus there, nails the technical.
And I have just been so impressed with the way Jamal Murray has added to his game. Keeps pushing himself every offseason to make the most of his abilities as a player and continues to be a consistent threat from the outside.
Here's Jackson. Following the basket by Javale Mcgee. And here is Zubac. He's been quiet so far. Still no points in the game. Leonard with the bucket. And with Murray, Greg, you forget how young he is. He entered the NBA right out of his freshman year at Kentucky.
I mean, Murray was taken 7th in his draft and has kind of flown under the radar from that class. But the more you watch him, the more you feel like you're seeing a star in the making.
Time called here. The Nuggets decide to talk it over. In addition to going over the game plan and making whatever necessary adjustments have to be made, Greg, this timeout also the time for players to get rehydrated or hydrate for the first time with some Gatorade. Plenty of basketball still to be played here, and they have to get recharged.
That's a great point. Without proper hydration, a player can completely run out of gas down the stretch of a game. And that's something that none of these guys can afford to have happen. If you're going to battle all the way to the finish, you have got to be hydrated.
Efficient scores in the NBA from last year's campaign. Third is Javale Mcgee.
Put the ball in the bucket. I mean, that's the name of the game, right? I mean, just ask him. He'll have the answer for you.
The Nuggets trail by 11. Murray kicks to Jokic. Back to Murray. It's tipped to the paint. Here's Barton. It's hauled in by the Clippers. Zubac has got his 4th rebound in this one.
I'd love to see them impose themselves a little more on the backboard. That's a great way to find confidence. Always a surefire way to get back in the game.
Here's Kennard for Murray, and it's the Clippers scoring again.
That's the leadership they're looking for from Jackson. Staying patient, surveying the court, locates the open man.
Now here's Murray. He had a 21-point outing in their last game against the Mavericks in Dallas.
Yeah, and I look at his total effect on the scoring, both as a passer and a shooter. Incredibly productive.
Here's Jackson, following the score by Jamal Murray. Jackson with the bounce pass. Here's Leonard. Misses off the right iron. The Nuggets trail by 11. Murray left side. And count it, the shot is good. He'll go to the free throw line.
They are just killing them on the interior.
Well, Greg, the rapid ascension of Nikola Jokic into NBA stardom has been nothing short of amazing. You know, he really is an elite center now.
I mean, he's the best player on a very talented young team in the West. I would not be surprised to see him win an MVP in the next few years.
throw, good. Jokic.
You know, you watch Nikola Jokic out there, and he just moves like a guard. The way he approaches the game, sees the court, and shoots just on found in that center position.
Jackson, and the call on the shot that sends him to the line. You know, Greg Jokic has so many tools at his disposal. He's a walking triple-double threat.
The passing and vision is what really sets him apart at that center position. The offense can run through him and should run through him with how he can distribute the ball.
Shooting 2.
And he makes the first. You know, Steve, so much goes into being an effective bench player. What do you like to see in a team's sixth man?
What I love, Kevin, is a guy that can come off as a sixth man is he doesn't disrupt what's going on with the starters. Also, he's ready. And most of those guys that wins that award, they don't need time to adjust to the game. They come in and make an immediate impact.
Both free throws good from Jackson.
And as long as Reggie Jackson is healthy, he's going to give you some punch as a lead guard. Solid scoring option and a guy who's also unselfish in terms of getting his teammates involved.
Now here's Leonard following the miss by Jokic. Leonard inside. Here's Morris. Rebound by Murray. Murray's got his 4th rebound with that last one here tonight. Inside. Good on that shot, and with that, the Los Angeles lead is cut down now to just 8 points with the basket from Mcgee. And so it's Jackson who brings it up for Los Angeles. 13 points was their biggest lead in the game. Leonard. Oh, and the jam by Leonard.
Talented, opportunistic. When Leonard gets hot, it can last for long stretches.
And for the last half decade, Reggie Jackson has been good for about 15 points a game.
And that is about the consistency you can expect from Jackson. He's always been a talent. The key for him is just staying on the floor.
Here's Kennard following the basket by Jokic. Zubac the pass to Kennard. A 3 from Leonard. And it's Denver with the rebound.
And this is what you like about his perimeter D. He never gave up and challenged the deep.
You see some guys, they just mail it in. They don't go out and contest it. Not him. He's going to compete through the entire play.
And the foul called on Marcus Morris. That is his first foul of the game. Los Angeles making a switch here. George is checked in, and a switch here also for Denver. Paul Millsap's checked in for JaVale McGee. Surveying the floor. Outside Millsap. Pass to Murray. Shot clock at 5. Tipped away. And now the fast break. George with the ball. That one no good. Now the Nuggets take it the other way. Left side Gordon. And the rejection by Zubac. Here's Kennard. The teardrop falls in. Kennard's got his second basket of the night.
Nice feed. Leonard with good timing, good ball placement.
Martin passes to Millsap. Kicks it to Murray. Here's Jokic. The offensive rebound. Shooting foul as the whistle blows. He'll shoot 2 free throws. That one on George.
Yeah, good job to take it right at them.
The Nuggets have shot 75% at the line tonight, going 3 for 4.
And as a group, they shot 75% from the line last season.
falls for it.
And working, Kevin, themselves to the line here in the second. A nice way to get your offense going.
A different look for Denver. Troy Daniels, he's checked in for Murray. And Monte Morris subbed in for Gordon. And Jokic drops them both.
Boy, he's got a great stroke from the line. That's not something we can say about all the league's big guys.
And the Clippers decide to take their first timeout here. Leads cut to just 3 points on the basket from Daniels. And so it's Rondo bringing it up for Los Angeles. And he can't stop the run as he misses. The Nuggets trail by 3. Morris outside. Passes it to Jokic. It's hauled in by Zubac. LA has gone 3 of 7 tonight from three-point territory. And Kawhi Leonard with the slam.
That's lit right there, courtesy of Kawhi's natural explosiveness.
The pass to Daniels. Rondo against Morris. Pass to Jokic. Millsap left side. 6 to shoot. Fader on the way. He gets that one. Millsap's got 8 points.
Right in that mid-range area. What you like about Millsap, he understands where to get his shots.
Leonard draws the double. Here's Kennard. That's good, and it's Leonard with the assist. Leonard's got his 3rd assist on the night.
Shutout in the first quarter. He's heating up now. I like the aggressiveness.
Now, here is Morris. He's still scoreless so far in this one. Barton kicks to Morris. Good ball movement here by the Nuggets. Here's Jokic. Kennard with the rebound. Los Angeles leading by 5. Right side, Rondo. 27 seconds left now here in the second. Here's Kennard. You know what? They battled on the glass, but couldn't knock it down.
Got to run the clock and wait for the last shot.
Yes, you do, but it's a dilemma. If you get a great look earlier in the clock, do you take it?
Here's Millsap. And they have their chances. 2 offensive rebounds, but they still come up empty. Kawhi Leonard has been on display for the LA Clippers. He has been a determined scorer today. 29 points altogether for him. And I think there's more where that came from. And a chance now to send it over to David Aldridge, standing by courtside. David.
Thanks, Kevin. Kawhi, you have grown so much offensively throughout your career. What's the focus of that end of the floor?
Just knocking out open shots, my ball handling, making good decisions off the pick and roll, and just try to limit my turnovers.
And you've done well so far, Kawhi. Thanks. Back to you, Kevin.
Thanks so much, Dave, for the great interview. Don't go away, folks. We'll be back for the second half of basketball right after this.
It's the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Ernie Johnson here with Shaq and Kenny, and a favorite time of the year as we're halfway through one of the first games of this fresh NBA season. Kawhi Leonard is having one of those nights. He had 29 points, 3 assists, and 4 rebounds. Multiple times we saw the bench cheering him on in the first 2 quarters of this one. And taking a look at the Clippers, Kenny, what did you see out there?
Well, their playmakers are showing up tonight, seeing the court well, moving the basketball. That's why they had so many assists in the first half. And they're not just relying on ISO plays to generate points.
And you, big fella, let's get your thoughts on the Nuggets.
I love it. You know why I love it, Ernie? Because they're getting the ball inside and converting. Not just sitting back behind the line shooting threes. See, that's kept the defense scrambling. Not able to lock in on anything. Get it in, we'll kick it back out, then you shoot it.
That's all for now. Say goodbye to the folks. Thanks for joining us. Third quarter, just about ready to begin.
And we're halfway through this one. Plenty of basketball left in a game that's been fairly even so far. Kawhi Leonard really has his fingerprints all over this one.
Definitely been challenging the defense here early on, not settling for anything outside.
He's been very effective on the move, forcing the action, getting to his spots, and finishing plays.
And in that first half, we saw a pretty tight battle. We'll soon find out what sort of adjustments were discussed during the half. Kawhi Leonard is out there with Morris. Then it's Paul George. Then it's Ibaka. And it's Beverly in at the 1 spot. That's who's out there for the Clippers. Jokic, no good. Clippers leading by 5. And pushing it up. Here's the Clippers. Second chance shot. And Ibaka with the layup. Ibaka's got the first points of the second half here for the Clippers.
When shots go up, one thing about Ibaka, he gets to the right place at the right time.
Here is Daniels, defended by George. Paul George with the steal. By himself, and it's George finishing it off.
And hustle paid off there for George in the open court. Gets up court in a flash and finishes before the D can even react.
Now here's Murray. Second half of basketball, just over a minute played so far. Jokic passes to Murray. That's in, coming off the assist from Jokic. Jokic has got 4 assists in the game. And here's Beverly. He brings it up for the Clippers. Leonard on the wing. The shot trying to get open is Ibaka. That shot off. And the Nuggets going the other way.
And how about the transition from Paul Millsap, going away from that star role to being more of a role player here in his later years. No longer needed to carry the torch, if you will, in terms of scoring and rebounding. But he can still give you just a bit of everything else at this stage.
Now here's Murray. Kawhi Leonard unable to get his shot to go. They double him with George. And the turnover again by Denver.
All right, a chance here to check out the stats for Paul George. Great showing for him last season. First in steals. And, of course, one of the game's truly elite scorers with the second most points per game in the league.
And as you said, first in steals last season. You have to say he's the best ball hawk in the league right now. It may not even be close. And the shot goes in. George has got 4 points in the quarter. And with Millsap, you can just see him contribute in so many ways.
I mean, a great passer for his position and also very unselfish with his offense. Still a plus defender with how often he is giving up size on the inside.
This is his first free throw of the game. Seeing it right now, Smitty, the super team phenomena. Is there anything the league can or should do about that?
What I think they can do is being able to allow players to sign a longer-term deal. If a guy is, I would say, under contract for 6, 7, 8 years, then you won't see as much movement. But if you have these guys who are making so much money off the court from their endorsements, they're going to keep signing shorter deals so they'll have the leverage to be able to move.
And it's fair to say that Millsap has been very underrated throughout his career. A versatile, tenacious forward who quietly destroys whoever he plays.
And here are the Nuggets now. Kawhi Leonard unable to get his shot to go. Pass to Millsap. Porter kicks to Daniels. Passes it to Jokic. Just 5 to shoot. George with the defensive effort.
Only 1 for 4 in this half. Sometimes it's execution. Sometimes the shots just don't go down.
Yeah, that was the 3rd straight high percentage look the defense has allowed. The defenders have got to start putting bodies on bodies.
Here's Murray following the basket by Marcus Morris. Porter against Beverly. Good on that shot, and with that, the Los Angeles lead is cut down to 7. Good work from Porter.
Well, you know, Porter can expect this. Defenses are going to try to be physical with him, try to get in his head.
Now, here's Beverly. Good work defensively by Millsap.
I'll tell you what, he's been off target all night, and his teammates have had to rally.
Murray, the pass to Millsap, over Beverly, and it's Millsap. That time on the assist by Murray. Murray's got 9 assists in the game. Great passing. Now here's Beverly. He's covered by Daniels. George, no good.
Not quite enough defense that time around. Just lucky he was off.
The pass to Jokic. No good on that one. Good work defensively by Morris. Leonard with the ball. Now guarded by Porter. Basket good. And that's 31 points for Leonard.
Down the stretch. This is when they need him the most, and he is delivering.
Here is Daniels, defended by George. Jokic passes to Porter. Daniels with it. He's got 6. The Nuggets need to get a shot off here. Millsap misses. Clippers leading by 7. Now Beverly. He kicks to Ibaka. Now here's Beverly. He's guarded closely. Here's Leonard. Denver grabs the miss. Porter's got his 4th rebound with that last one here tonight. He dishes it to Murray. They double him with George. Murray, the pass to Jokic. And Jokic throws it down.
Kevin, he is tough to stop when he gets to the rim.
Yeah, Greg, he can get up a few notches higher. Here's Beverly. Outside for George. A three-pointer off the mark.
He's been of no help stretching the floor tonight. Just 1-3 in the first half. Nothing in the second.
Good on that shot, and with that, the Los Angeles lead is cut to just 3 points on the basket from Nikola Jokic. And here's Beverly. Leonard on the wing. Over Porter. Leonard with the bucket. Leonard's got 4 points now in the quarter.
This is what Leonard gives you. Reliable, productive, churns out positive plays.
Jokic passes to Murray. That's in, coming off the assist from Jokic. 18 points for Jamal Murray.
Moving it around, 8 of their last 10 coming off assists.
Bounce pass from Beverly. Leonard against Porter. Clippers moving the ball around. Leonard kicks to Morris. George looking over the floor. Leonard, no luck.
I'm shocked that didn't turn into 3 points. I mean, he makes you pay on those nearly every time.
Pass to Porter. Now, here's Jokic. He's got 17. 16 feet away. Shot is good, and the Los Angeles leads cut to just 1 on the basket from Daniels.
And some kind of switch must have been flipped at halftime because both teams are getting after it.
I would have loved to hear the coach's speech because they really took heed to it. Like you said, both teams playing at a different pace.
Now, here is Ibaka. Not watching the line there. That'll be a backcourt violation.
And here are the numbers for Millsap. Good season for him last year. Averaged about 12 points a game, 7 rebounds, and 2 assists. And for a reserve big man, not a big drop-off when he checks in the game.
Totally. You want your team to at least hold court when the reserves come in. He definitely keeps you solid up front.
Now here's Murray. 18 points for him. And it's slammed in by Millsap.
Oh, just solid on the one-handed slam.
And guys, when it's a tight ball game like this, he's the guy they want with the ball. Here's Beverly. They trail by 1. Cloak loose. Kicks it to George. He feeds it to Beverly. Jokic grabs the miss. Jokic has got rebound number 15 here tonight.
And the rebound battle split evenly thus far.
Beverly against Murray. It's Jokic top of the key. Oh, and that one had the right spin on it, and it is good. Now it's a 3-point Nugget lead. Leonard on the wing. Leonard draws the double. A 3 from Morris. And it's Jokic with the rebound. The Nuggets shooting it pretty well, close to 50%. Guys, this offense very effective.
And guys, the defense has been no match. They've just picked them apart.
Now, here's George. He's covered by Daniels. Morris against Millsap. Morris into the lane. Their offense stone cold. Another miss there. George against Porter. And Jokic slams it in.
And not just a scorer, but a distributor as well. Porter's court awareness is really impressive.
And the Clippers call time here. And Steve, some classic shoe brands making a return to the NBA with updated versions. Smitty, what was your sneaker of choice back in the day?
Kevin, that's funny. I started off with the pumps, the double pumps, and then I ended up with a shell toe low top. And then now you see all the youngsters now wearing low tops. They used to tell me back in the day, low tops were not good for your ankles. But I didn't really jump that high, so I was okay.
So for the Clippers, Luke Kennard, he's checked in for Marcus Morris, and it's Jackson in for Patrick Beverly. Big group substitution here for Denver. Javale Mcgee's checked in for Jokic. Noah Vonleh comes in for Paul Millsap. Aaron Gordon is checking in for Porter. And Barton subbed in for Daniels.
And gotta like what they've been doing down low in the post.
Murray, the pass to Vonleh, and the dunk by Vonleh.
Yeah, I mean, maybe could have tried for a more memorable dunk than that one.
And we know he's capable of those memorable ones. Now here's Jackson. And it's JaVale McGee with the foul. That'll be his second foul of the game. And the Nuggets making a change here. Morris is checked in. George finds Jackson. Shot clock at 6. Puts one up. JaVale McGee grabs the miss. McGee's got 4 rebounds in this game. Here's Morris, and foul on the shot, so he'll get a chance at the line. First trip to the line for him here.
How about up over the 80% mark from the line last year? So he's happy and also consistent there with those numbers.
Take a break. Take a break. 2 shots.
Free throw good for Morris.
Shooting, that'll help them seal the deal.
Outside, George pass to Leonard. To end the drought. The shot, no good.
Yeah, just a solid job on the backboard. They are really controlling the inside.
1:19 left to play in the third. Barton kicks to Gordon. McGee, the pass to Barton. Shoots over Leonard. And it's off the back rim. No good. Clippers trail by 9. Guys are looking for a spark here.
Yeah, a cold stretch offensively for sure.
Good ball movement here by the Clippers. Down low. And it's Leonard with the jam.
Nice pass. Not really known as a natural facilitator, but Ibaka has the experience at this point to execute these plays.
Now here's Barton. No points in the game hit for him. Yep, that one goes.
They're consistently finding ways to get the ball inside and taking full advantage.
Leonard, the pass to George. Back to Leonard. Here's Kennard. And a miss there on the triple. The Nuggets leading by 9. Barton outside. Pass to Gordon. A chance to extend the lead to double digits, but it's no good. That one's not going to go. And so it's the Denver Nuggets in control with the 9-point lead to end the quarter. The defensive work they've done against Paul George has been a big factor. He hasn't done anywhere near the kind of damage we expected. Back to the action after this word. And let's go back to a terrific pass that we're calling tonight our State Farm assist of the game.
And I'm glad this was the pick because I love this pass. Such a great dish. That's what I call court vision.
Yeah, you also have the location of the pass. Puts it right where it needs to be, where his man can do something with it.
Fourth quarter of action is upon us. Thanks as always for joining us. And it's Jackson with the ball, bringing it up for the Los Angeles Clippers. They trail by 9 points. So on the floor for Denver. They've got Vonleh. Will Barton is out there with Monte Morris. Then it's Aaron Gordon, and it's McGee in at center.
Quick off his feet, the long arms, easy jam for Jackson.
Gordon against George. Morris looking over the floor. And the pass to Vonleh for three. Can't hit that one. The Clippers go the other way with it. Outside, George. The dish to Jackson. Trying to get open is Ibaka. Count it. And the Nugget lead has been cut down now to just 5 on the bucket from Jackson.
If you play Reggie to take it all the way, this is what he can do. Quick floater over the top.
Pass to Gordon. And here's McGee. 6 to shoot. Tries it from 19. It's hauled in by Los Angeles. Zubac has got his 7th rebound of the game with that last one. George, no good.
And there have been some terrible shot choices here, Kev. That's not a good look at all.
Gordon, the pass to Vonleh, and the dunk by Vonleh.
Now, how about breaking out the Statue of Liberty on that dunk?
A nice way to pad that lead a little more. You're right. On the wing, Jackson defending, and he gets contact and the whistle on the shot. 2 shots coming up.
The 7-foot wingspan of Reggie Jackson makes him a bigger player inside. Helps him draw fouls.
Free throw drops for Jackson.
You know, he was the 24th pick in 2011. I think it's safe for us to say Jackson's outplayed that draft slot.
Jackson hits both of them. Game moves along. 2 minutes gone here in the fourth. Morris passes to Gordon. Vonleh kicks to Morris. Back to Vonleh. Denver gets it back. McGee. And that one is good with the extra effort on the glass.
And they continue to control the glass.
George against Gordon. Lets it go from 14. And there's the foul. It goes on Serge Ibaka. That'll be his 2nd foul of the game. The Nuggets leading by 7. Barton outside. Pass to Gordon. Over George. And Gordon gets it to go in on the assist by Barton.
Wow, fired that bounce pass in there beautifully.
For Los Angeles, they've gone 2 of 3 from the field to get the 4th quarter started. Gordon against George. Here's Kennard. To the paint. Here's Jackson. Count the bucket coming off a perfectly placed assist.
The developing feel Reggie Jackson has for scoring inside, playing much more under control these days.
Bounce pass from Morris. Barton wide open. He fires. Vonleh kicks to McGee. Gordon dishes to Morris. Back to Gordon. shot that one, missing.
So frustrating when you can't get anything to go down as you're trying to help your team finish the job.
Here's Zubac. And foul on the shot. He'll shoot 2 at the free throw line. It goes on Noah Vonleh. Ivica Zubac may not block a lot of shots, but Smitty, he is still a solid defender.
What Zubac does is a great job of challenging players at the rim and provides great help from the weak side. He does rack up a lot of defensive fouls, but hopefully that decreases with time.
Free throw drops for Zubac for the Nuggets. Millsap comes in for Vonleh, and it's Troy Daniels in for Gordon. And good on the second, so he makes them both.
And even though they're down, they are putting on a show at the free throw line.
Morris passes to Millsap. 16 feet away. And it's wide right. It's off the rim. Clippers trail by 5. Up top, Ibaka. Here's Kennard. Millsap covering. From the baseline. And again, it's the Clippers missing.
And when you can't get anything to fall, it definitely gets in your head.
And his rhythm, it's been way off. The goal now might be to get him something easy at the rim so he can just see the ball go in through the net, and that helps.
Here's Jackson after the Nuggets pick up 2. Here's Zubac. Good on the shot.
And you can just see by the way he fought for the putback that he's still got a lot of gas in the tank.
Flat out effort play right there. The kind that can be the difference between a win and a loss.
And it's the Nuggets with the ball after the Clippers pick up 2. Shooting foul as the whistle blows. He'll shoot 2 free throws.
When it comes to drawing fouls, Millsap's one of the best in the league.
Take a break. Take a break. 2 shots. That one falls for Millsap, and Los Angeles with some changes. Morris comes in for Ivica Zubac, and it's Patrick Beverley in for Reggie Jackson. The Nuggets also changing it up. Jokic, he's checked in for JaVale McGee. Michael Porter comes in for Barton, and Murray subbed in for Morris. That one misses.
See, now he's getting defenders back on their heels a little bit, getting to the foul line here in the second half.
And it goes down 2 points.
When he's not shooting threes, you will find Patrick Beverley at the rim.
And so it's Murray who brings the ball up for the Nuggets. Their biggest lead of the game was 9. Back to Jokic. Now the feed to Murray. That's in, coming off the assist from Jokic. Jokic has got his 7th assist in the game. Clippers trail by 6. Right side George. Can't connect from 14 feet out.
And battling hard on the glass, they hold the advantage here so far.
Daniels kicks to Porter. Passes it to Jokic. Daniels from outside. Rebounded by Serge Ibaka. Clippers have gone 5 for 9 from the field in the final quarter so far. Here's Kennard. Trying to get open as Ibaka. Kennard's shot is off.
And his pure defensive effort changed that shot from an easy one to a tough one.
And you know, technically, it's a high percentage look, but this is why we play the game.
Beverley with the ball. Feeds it to Ibaka. And he uses the glass on the layup.
When you have someone with Ibaka's size and coordination, it's a crime not to get him some looks inside.
Murray finds Jokic. Jokic draws the double. Three-pointer, Daniels drains it from beyond the arc. And the Nuggets lead by 9.
Woo! He got a clean look, and he makes the defense pay for disrespecting him.
And George, here we go. And that'll be 2 free throws coming up. Officials on the call with the foul. It's going to be on Jokic.
Clearly a foul.
Throw good, Paul George. Leonard, he's checked in for Kennard. And George drops them both. And the Nuggets leading by 7. The pass to Jokic. And again, another assist.
That makes 15 assists.
He's been one step ahead of the defense all game long. Beverly against Murray. And Beverly kicks to George. Pass to Ibaka. Lets it go with the 3. Rebound by the Nuggets.
And they're controlling the boards, Kevin. That's +5 in that category.
Porter dishes to Murray. Outside Millsap. On the wing, Daniels. 5 to shoot. The Nuggets moving the ball around. Jokic. Here's Murray. Lays it up and banks it in. Murray's got the lead up to 11 now for the Nuggets.
And with Murray, you have an all-around scorer, someone who feels comfortable shooting from just about any spot on the court.
Beverly finds Leonard, and the whistle blows. It's going to be on Troy Daniels. That is his first foul of the game. Well, a lot of progress being made from a technical standpoint. You can't escape it, Steve. Shoes now that can tighten themselves without laces, changing colors. Have you gotten yourself a pair yet?
Well, Kevin, I haven't, but I've bought a lot of pairs for my kids. I do like these type of shoes where there are no shoelaces. I'm a little lazy right now, Kevin, but I love the technology that are going into shoes right now.
And the medical red flags for Michael Porter Jr. caused him to slide to the Nuggets in the 2018 draft. 2 back surgeries in less than a year. An injury suffered initially in his sophomore year of high school. The risk is there, but if his body holds up, potentially a star in the making.
He misses the free throw. Sinks the second. Denver leading by 10. Murray outside. Here's Porter. Here's Millsap, and Millsap slams it in.
The big thing is that Millsap is attacking, trying to make plays for this team.
Beverly, the pass to Ibaka. He kicks to Leonard. Outside, George. Pass to Leonard. The Clippers need to get off a shot. And they turn over the 24-second buzzer, signaling the shot clock violation. And let's see what Denver has coming up. On Friday, they'll be matching up against DeMar DeRozan and the San Antonio Spurs. And then on Sunday, they'll face off against Anthony Davis and the Los Angeles Lakers.
You know, nobody loves playing on the road, but it does offer a good chance to see exactly what your team is made of. This team is going to find out a lot about itself over the next stretch of games. The D just kind of stepping aside and letting him get to the rim.
There's a reason, GA, the lead is what it is right now.
It's a backbreaker for your defense, giving up easy buckets like that.
Now Murray. Paul George missing from long range. Murray left side. In the corner. Daniels. And again, Denver with the triple.
Hey, continue to stack it up from three. He's got 2 in each half so far.
And so George will bring it up for the Clippers. 17-point game. And they get it. And he knocks down the jumper.
And the mid-range jumper really right in George's comfort zone. When he isn't blowing by guys and finishing at the rim, he's knocking that one down with consistency.
Now, here's Jokic. Over Ibaka. And it's Jokic missing. Los Angeles has gotten off to an 0 for 2 start from downtown here in the fourth quarter. Passes to George. 1:43 left here in the fourth quarter. Just 5 on the clock. Fires for 3. George missing again.
Trying to shoot himself out of his slump. And it's not going well.
And this is what they wanted. I mean, to announce their presence in this matchup with authority. Very decisive. It can definitely be considered a statement win for Denver.
Their hard work on the glass paid off.
I tell you what, they're both excellent rebounding teams, and it was a tough battle underneath all game. And I think ultimately that earned the W.
And it'll go down as their first official win of the new year. And you know, guys, what a nice performance it was for Jamal Murray.
He just looked like an orchestrator out there. His teammates kept running to the open spot, and he found them time and time again.
Steve, it seems like criticism of NBA officials is reaching a very interesting level. We see players, coaches, and now even executives confronting these officials over their call.
You know, I know we love the word transparency, but I think also for these referees, because of technology as well, we're seeing these players from so many different angles. And all we want to talk about if we're coaches and executives and players are the plays they miss. And I think that's what we're, putting too much energy in.
And now the presentation of our Jordan Player of the Game, Jamal Murray.
And he's been the man running the show for them, and boy, has he done a great job. He's up in the double digits in assists, and more than a few of those have been of the spectacular variety. For them to be successful, his passing has to be a key component, and tonight it was on display.
I don't think anyone in this building saw this coming. I'm sure that of the players who these fans thought would beat them, his name was not at the top of the list. Now here's Rondo. Now Shaman. Outside Rondo. On the wing, Jackson. And it's good, coming on the assist by Rajon Rondo. Jackson's got 11 in the second half. Craig kicks to Vonleh. Outside Gordon. In the corner, it's Morris. Back to Gordon. Denver passing it around. Here's Craig. The shot, no good. And the Clippers will go the other way with it. Jackson from long range. And again, it's the Clippers from deep.
On the heels of this run, you wonder where was this effort earlier on?
Well, the question becomes, are they playing that much better now, or has their opponent taken the rest of the night off?
And he gets the bucket. And the Nuggets lead by 13.
Yeah, they've sucked the energy out of this arena. Tremendous effort on the road.
And when you're on the road, you can't be tentative coming into a game like this. I thought their aggressive approach was the difference.
And here's Gordon. So it's the Nuggets winning this one easily. They came in here and took care of business like they were the home team.
And Kevin, how about the mental toughness that this group showed? They were never rattled at all by the opposing fans.
And now let's catch up with David Aldridge, who's standing by from the sideline. All right, Dave.
Thanks, Kevin. Paul, what was the team's focus coming into the game tonight?
Well, we knew coming in that they was going to be aggressive on the defensive end. You know, the game got a little sloppy at times, you know, but we stuck with it, ran our stuff, and won the game.
You were able to persevere when it counted. Thanks again, Paul. Back to you, Kevin.
All right, David, thank you. And that'll do it, folks. For Steve Smith, Greg Anthony, and David Aldridge, this is Kevin Harlan thanking you for being with us. So long and good night, everyone. The big men. Then there's Jamal Murray. Then it's Michael Porter. And it's Daniels in at the 2. Now here's Murray. Back to Porter. Now the pass to Daniels. Just 3 to shoot. Good on the three-point shot. Daniels has got the first 3 points tonight for the Nuggets.
And not just a scorer, but a distributor as well. Porter's court awareness is really impressive.
Morris right side. And it's Denver with the rebound.
How about the timing he shows there to challenge that shot?
Yeah, not easy to do there, and that's a guy that you can tell takes every possession defensively very seriously.
Now here's Murray. He had a 21-point outing in their last game against the Mavericks in Dallas.
His passing, another high point in that game. He made sure it wasn't all about him. He wanted to get his teammates involved.
Oh, how about the deft touch right there, guys?
He just guided that ball back up and in. Just a fingertip touch on the ball. And that one's good. Leonard.
Well, it's the golden age of point guards, and Patrick Beverley trying to show that he belongs amongst them. Great awareness on that play.
Here's Daniels, defended by George. Murray outside. Back to Porter. Shoots over Leonard. And they'll turn it over. Could not get off his shot. 24-second violation. Clippers have gone 1 of 3 for the field to start this one so far. And let's catch up with our sideline reporter, David Aldridge.
Well, Mike Malone gave me a few minutes to catch up with him. He said efficiency is a buzzword around the league, and that's Kawhi Leonard. He doesn't turn it over, doesn't take bad shots. He can give you 30 and never force a thing. Kevin, that doesn't sound like an easy assignment.
Okay, David, much appreciated. Now here's Murray. Kawhi Leonard unable to get his shot to go. Here's Jokic. Some solid defense from Ibaka.
Yeah, better than giving up the layup. You want to go in there and use the hard foul. They did it there. That's aggressive attitude defensively.
Now, here is Morris. Pass to Beverly. Shoots. That's a no-go, and he's still looking for his first bucket after 2 shots. Here's Daniels. Laid in with a nice touch off the glass. Daniels has got 5 now.
Now, there are only a few players in the league who can hit a teammate like that in stride. Beautiful assist.
Now, here's George. He's covered closely. And Leonard has it in the corner. Over Porter, and Leonard gets it to go. Leonard's got his second basket.
Well, a marksman from every spot on the floor. Didn't think he'd say that about Kawhi Leonard coming out of college, but now one of the toughest covers in the league.
Murray finds Jokic. Puts it up from 12, and there's another one for the Nuggets. Now Beverly. He picked up 15 points in their last win against Golden State. Passes it to Leonard. Nice D from Porter.
For him, it's harder to miss that shot than it is to make that shot. I think he was anticipating a bit of a bump there.
Pass to Murray. And here's Jokic. Denver passing it around. Free throw line jump shot. Serge Ibaka with the rebound. And here's Beverly. He brings it up for the Los Angeles Clippers, trailing by 5. Outside Leonard jacks up a 3. He can't hit that time. And it's Denver the other way. Last time they came together was in Los Angeles, where they fell to the Clippers.
Yeah, tough game on the road. The guys you're defending, obviously comfortable shooting in their own building. You've got to find a way to break their rhythm.
Yeah, they couldn't do it in that one. Always a step slow in closing out the shooters, and maybe even recognition of who was on the floor. Just not enough energy, and that's a tough way to win on the road.
Here is Daniels. Kawhi Leonard making his last shot. Here's Jokic. Good work defensively by Ibaka.
He just doesn't look like himself this quarter. Something's missing.
Well, he's missing, and it's starting to affect a little bit in his body language, and you just don't want to see that.
Now flying high and throwing it down with the one-hander.
One of his favorite moves right there, guys. And he hits it and gets hacked on the play. A 3-point possibility if he can convert the free throw.
What's Jokic, like 6'10" out there? Not many defenders are going to be able to match up with that kind of size.
And he's got his first chance at the line here.
And how about a year ago? 82% on his foul shot, so he was reliable when he went to the line.
Opening night, Brent, always exciting. Technically, every team is undefeated with a lot of hope.
You're just fired up. I mean,
I am fired
up. The NBA never stops, Kevin. We know this, right?
Isn't it great, though? I'm so glad it doesn't stop.
The offseason is just absolutely ridiculously exciting.
So fun.
So much movement and hope for franchises that, have struggled for a long time. And here we go. Hope springs eternal. It's opening night.
Now here's Murray. Kawhi Leonard unable to get his shot to go. Morris against Millsap. He dishes it to Murray. The rebound by Ibaka. Ibaka's got his 4th rebound in this one. Here's Leonard. 2 free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul. That one on Porter.
With those long arms and with the high release point, Leonard is practically daring you to foul him.
He's getting his first free throw attempt of the night right now.
Wound up shooting 85 from the line a season ago, which is an exceptional percentage.
And the first one at the line is good.
There's a quiet intensity that Kawhi Leonard brings to both ends of the floor, a defensive menace, and it's amazing to watch him, just how disruptive he can be when he's guarding the 1, 2, 3, or even 4-man and messing up offensive schemes.
Leonard hits them both.
And you can tell he's feeling confident right now at the line, and when he's on, he can be lights out.
At the top of the key, Millsap. And there's the pass to Porter. Over Morris. Here's Jokic. He goes up again. Jokic controls the rebound and puts it back up and in. And the Nuggets lead by 4.
They've been sensational on the backboard to start this game.
And that one's good. Beverly.
Yeah, kind of tough on the defense when you let Beverly beat you on the inside. That can get his confidence going from the outside. So damage from the paint that time.
Murray, no good. The Los Angeles Clippers coming to this one after the win against Golden State. Here's Leonard, and the call on the shot that sends him to the line. That one on Porter. The Clippers shooting their 3rd and 4th free throw shots of the night.
Yeah, and 79% from the line as a team a season ago. Pretty reliable in that regard.
Shooting 2.
First free throw is good. Denver making a switch here. Martin is checked in. That one drops. He ties it up.
Well, Coach Mike Malone has grown up with this young Nuggets team. He says that he believes in the youth of this team.
Well, the future is so bright for the Denver Nuggets, and really where you have to give Mike Malone a ton of credit is when they made the decision between their 2 bigs, Jokic and Nurkic, sticking with Jokic and then changing their entire offensive style to play from a point center position. It has paid huge dividends.
Here is Ibaka, following the basket by Jokic. Back to Ibaka. He kicks it to Beverly. In the corner, it's Morris. Just 4 to shoot. And shot on the way. And that one goes long.
You're not going to see that very often. Plenty of space, but he just, let's face it, he whiffs on that one.
Murray, the pass to Daniels. Barton outside. Shoots the 3. Morris with the rebound. The Clippers trail. And Beverly kicks to Morris. Launches a 3. It's Ibaka. That time on the assist by Morris.
All that practice on the positioning and timing of the catch and shoot paying huge dividends for Ibaka.
Barton against Leonard. Here's Jokic. He's coming off a 10-point game against the Mavericks in Dallas.
Yeah, but there's always this point, Kevin, you got to look at where did he also impact the game. It was on the rebounding end of the floor. A tremendous performance there.
And that one's good. Beverly.
Well, there's some confidence right now in Patrick Beverly's game. He's got the green light, and that time took a little bit of a quick opportunity and nailed it.
Now here's Murray. Still getting warmed up offensively. No scoring yet from him. At the elbow, Jokic. The Clippers grab the miss.
This is a rough stretch right here for him offensively. Seems to be rushing shots. Pretty easy right now. Clear out, give him some space, let him get to work.
Denver with the ball. 6-point game. They could use a big shot here to get this offense going.
Too many empty possessions. Right now, they need a basket.
It's good.
Great quarter for him at the offensive end, trying to will his team back in the game.
You know, Brent, passing is just one of the many things that Jokic does well on the floor.
Well, it doesn't look pretty at times, and there's not a ton of athleticism, but the cerebral play of Jokic, and then for teams to try to prepare, Kevin, defensively for a team offensively that plays from a point center, that's a bit of a mind job night in and night out. Denver's done such a great job of accentuating the skill set of Nikola Jokic.
Ray, you suited up for 6 teams in your NBA career. What do you think about some of the front offices that you came across during that playing time?
I think when you find a front office, when you move from franchise to franchise, is what it is that they value most. And there were some franchises, quite frankly, Kevin, that I played for where they just wanted you to show up on time, get there, play the game, and leave. Those franchises end up having a lot of struggle to find some footing in the league. They also find trouble finding attraction from free agency because people understand the culture decision. There are other teams that do so many other things well, Kevin. You feel so much more valued as a player throughout your course of your career. Those are the places that end up sticking with you. And I think the league is doing a great job from top to bottom, moving in that direction. Now, some are doing it better than others. That will always be the case. But the idea around finding more completeness for what it is you provide a player is a great thing for everybody.
This is his 3rd trip to the free throw line. First one drops.
Well, it's interesting when Jokic was playing with Nurkic and they cleared the room for Jokic to take over at the center position. He's taken on that responsibility. He's taken on the star role. He's accepting it and excelling at it.
And Jokic drops them both.
Well, he's come through for them at the line today, and you love having a big fella who's so capable on his free throw.
Pass to Leonard. Over Gordon. And it's Leonard. That time on the assist by Beverly. And that's now 19 points for Kawhi Leonard. The Nuggets trail by 8. Pass to Jokic. Jokic draws the double. Millsap has the open look. The Nuggets with another miss.
Well, you have to like their work on the boards, Kevin, particularly here to start the game. And the story here, Kevin, early on is how well they've shot the basketball.
Now here's Barton. He's coming off a 13-point game against the Mavericks in Dallas.
And equally spent as much energy on his D. I mean, 4 steals kind of tell the story.
Here is Daniels. It's a 10-point game. Serge Ibaka pulls it in. Ibaka's got his 6th rebound on the night. Leonard. It's hauled in by the Nuggets. Barton surveying the floor. From deep 3-point range, and no luck with that time on the buzzer beater.
And when Morris is playing with intensity like this, his defense can really shine through.
And as we conclude the first quarter, a one-sided game so far. Los Angeles on top, leading by 10. And don't go away. We'll be back momentarily. Paul George had that nasty broken leg back in 2014. He describes what inspired him to come back even stronger.
My inspiration really came from my mother. Her dealing with stroke, her dealing with really being down and out. I saw her fight back that was enough for me in my darkest days. I knew it was nothing to what my mom went through, and she came out perfectly fine. So.
Well, what a story. George worked hard to get back and is not disappointed in his return.
You know, recovering from a devastating injury is never easy, but George's perspective and commitment helped him to overcome it.
And so far through one quarter, it's been a lopsided game. We'll see if that changes here in the second. And guys, what's your take on the Clippers so far?
Stingy on the defensive end in that first quarter. They were just getting up into people.
Just a great job, really, of making the game ugly, trying to muck it up a little bit out there.
And a moment now to reset the lineups, courtesy of Gatorade, all fueled up for the second quarter of basketball. So out there for the Nuggets right now, we've got Will Barton. Javale Mcgee is out there with Jokic. Then it's Aaron Gordon, and it's Daniels in at the 2 guard. And it's Gordon missing. Clippers leading by 10. Here's Jackson. The shot's good on the assist by George. George has got 5 assists in the game.
Yeah, I didn't think there was a pass available there for Paul George, but he spots that small crease, he fires the ball through it, and he gets it to his open man.
Now here's Barton. Nothing yet on the scoreboard for him. Gordon up on top. Three-pointer, Daniels. It's hauled in by Los Angeles. George passes to Jackson. Lob pass to George, and George with the stuff.
Great timing there. Paul George rising up, collecting the ball, and throwing it down.
Guys, they're looking for a way to score here.
Yeah, they've had a tough time taking the lid off.
Barton drives in, and there's the 3-second call, this one on the defense. Especially in the playoffs, Brent, so much can change when a player gets in a foul trouble. See the league ever modifying that foul out rule?
I know that they do that in the summer league where you can stay on the court for 10 fouls as elimination, but it's a technical every time. I don't see the league doing that. I think it's good for the game so that star players or meaningful players, ones that play specifically on defense, they have to have responsibility for what it is that they're doing on the floor. And if they're overly aggressive, you should be penalized for playing that way.
And the Nuggets making a change here. Morris has checked in. Mcgee with it. Pass to Daniels. And another miss by Denver.
He hit 1 3 in the first, but the well has been totally dry for him in the second.
Here's Kennard. He's covered by Daniels. Over to the left wing. Zubac finds Jackson. Just 5 to shoot. Over Morris. Jackson misses. The Nuggets trail by 13. And here's Daniels. He's got 5.
Maybe there are ways to contribute that don't involve shooting the basketball. That's the best way that maybe he can help them out in trying to win this game.
Here's Kennard. Now, here's Zubac. He's been patient so far. Nothing on the scoreboard yet. Good ball movement here by the Clippers. From deep. The shot, no good. And it's Denver the other way. Morris outside. Kicks to Gordon. Over Jackson. And another miss by Denver. Los Angeles leading by 13. George double teamed. There's the pass to Zubac. And the dunk by Zubac.
And just tacks a few more points onto their lead with the tomahawk.
That's bringing it down hard. To the middle. Stolen by Zubac. And pushing it up. Here's Los Angeles. Leonard's got the ball. It's hauled in by Gordon. And it's Gordon with the ball. He brings it up for Denver. Daniels passes to Gordon. And it's Gordon finishing it off.
Gotta love the effort there. An undersized 4 who can really make things happen with that leaping ability.
Clippers have gone 4 of 7 from the field in this second quarter so far. To the inside. George. And they call the foul, so a chance at the line for one more coming up.
Now, the early years when Paul George came into the league with the Pacers, you wondered how his frame would fill out. It's filled out nicely.
And this is his first trip to the line tonight. Porter's checked in for Barton.
One shot.
You wonder if Paul George finally has a situation here where he could show why he's an elite player, why he's an all-star, but to pay off how hungry he is to prove it with a late postseason run.
Now here's Gordon. Porter finds Morris. Now here's Gordon, guarded by Jackson. And it's Gordon missing. Clippers leading by 16. To the paint, here's Leonard. The lead pass was put in just the right spot. Leonard's got 23.
Every time they get scored on during this run, it's come from inside the paint.
Pass to Gordon. Mcgee in the corner. Clock at 6. Three-pointer, Daniels. Basket made. That's his third of the game. He's 3 for 9 now.
You know, maybe he's not one of the elite sharpshooters, but even still, that's not a shot that D can afford to give him.
Passes it to George. That's good, and it's Jackson with the assist that time. 9 points for George.
Unwilling to let up, even for a moment. That's his killer instinct, just fanning the flame.
Yeah, he's the guy that you want to go to right now, trying to put this one away.
Timeout is called. First of the game for the Nuggets.
Yeah, his shot is just not there tonight, guys. And instead of trying to shoot himself out of the slump, maybe he needs to start moving the ball around and creating for his teammates.
Checked in for Denver.
All right, a chance to check out the stats for Leonard. He's coming off an excellent season. He was around 26 points per game, 7 rebounds, and 3 assists. And you look at the numbers he's been putting up, fantastic scoring production from him.
Yeah, hard to ask for anything more at this point. He's really stepped up, and he's really delivered.
To the middle. Here's Mcgee. Whistle blows. Basket is good. So a chance here for a three-point play.
Well, that's just sweet passing there from Murray, keeping his eyes open and finding the open man.
For Denver, they have been on target from the free throw line. They're 5 of 5 in that department.
And a season ago, they hit about 75% of their free throws.
Free throw off from Mcgee. And the contract structure for NBA first-rounders, 2 years guaranteed, 2 years of team options, qualifying offer. Brent, should we consider changing that up?
I think it's working pretty well, Kevin. I think every front office is out there trying to find players out there that are giving you value beyond your contract. And that happens a lot when you're a team that has a first-round pick, 1 through 10, 1 through 20, and you hit on a draft choice. You potentially could get 3 years and sometimes 4 when you have incredible players coming into the league as their first year, changing franchises around. But a player that's providing way more value than the contract that they're getting at that time. So I don't see that changing much. It gives teams a long enough time to evaluate the talent coming in.
Seems to be working.
It does. And the players that prove it are looking at the calendar saying, did I fast forward 3 years? Because I really like to cash in on what I'm doing for you.
Here's Gordon. Kawhi Leonard making his last shot. Basket is good. He'll get a chance for one more at the line. That'll put Aaron Gordon on the line. It's on Kawhi Leonard. Now in his 6th season in the NBA, hard to believe Aaron Gordon is still just 24 years of age.
Not much older than some rookies coming in. You wonder what his ceiling will be.
Drops for Gordon. Clippers leading by 16. Jackson looking around. In the hoop for his 3rd make from the field. He's 3 for 4 thus far in the contest.
And of the last 6 baskets, 5 have come on the interior. This is just smash mouth physical basketball, guys.
And the slam dunk by Mcgee.
Oh, such a beautiful pass to set that one up.
Yeah, the pass might have been pretty, but the finish was angry. Now, here is George. He picked up 15 points in their last win against the Warriors in San Francisco.
You know, what a game by Leonard, but you wouldn't know it by the way he's reacting out there. Just stone-faced, but getting the job done.
Here's Morris. Kawhi Leonard making his last shot. The Nuggets moving the ball around. Inside, here's Gordon. The Clippers grab the miss.
I tell you what, the defense should send Christmas cards for that miss.
Here's Kennard. Here's Leonard. And he gets the whistle. 2 free throws coming up. Well, while we have a second, let's go to the 2K leaderboard for a list of the league's top shooters from last season. 3rd is Javale Mcgee.
Put the ball in the bucket. I mean, that's the name of the game, right? I mean, just ask him. He'll have the answer for you. Shooting 2.
That free throw good from Leonard. Morris is checked in for the Clippers. And a switcher also for Denver. Paul Millsap's checked in for Gordon. Both free throws good from Kawhi Leonard.
No wasted trips at all. They're taking care of business at the line.
Morris kicks to Murray. And so it looks like Denver will retain possession here.
And let's check out some stats for Mcgee. A very nice season for him last year. 3rd in field goal percentage and one of the great shot erasers in our game, providing the last line of defense. How about top 5 in the league for blocks?
And it's a pretty terrific feat to finish top 3 in field goal percentage. Just a testament to how hard he works to become the consummate pro. Now, here is Morris. He's gotten some minutes, but nothing on the board yet. And finished off by Porter.
Woo. He is so quick off the ground. Porter just gives the defense very little time to react.
Jackson with the bounce pass. Here's Leonard. It's good. The assist this time from Jackson. Jackson's got his 3rd assist on the night. The Nuggets trail by 20. Morris passes to Millsap. A strong finish under heavy pressure all over.
They should continue to get the ball inside. The defense struggling to contain them.
Right side Jackson over Morris. Jackson misses. And so it's Morris with it. He'll bring it up for Denver. After this one, they're off to San Antonio to take on the Spurs. We're in the midst of a 4-game road trip right now. That'll be game number 3. Outside Millsap. Offline with his 3.
And the great shooters know when they've got enough opening to go for the 3. I didn't think it was a bad choice on that possession.
Down low. It doesn't go for him. Nice D from Porter. The Nuggets trail by 18. Inside. And it's Millsap. That time on the assist from Porter. Porter's got 3 assists now in this one. LA has gone 3 of 5 from beyond the arc so far tonight. Porter against Leonard. He feeds it to Jackson. He can't get that one. Denver's gone 1 of 4 from three-point range in the second. Not a whole lot dropping out there for them. Porter kicks to Morris. Pass to Millsap. 5 to shoot. Over Morris. Millsap misses. Clippers leading by 16. Here's Jackson. True on the 14-footer. Jackson's got 8 points here in this quarter.
And they've worked the ball around so well tonight for those quality looks from mid-range.
Morris outside. And it's the Clippers with the rebound. Zubac has got rebound number 5 here tonight. We've got 1:23 left in the second quarter.
Hey, yo, right here.
Jackson against Morris. From the line. And too long on the shot. The Nuggets trail by 18.
They need a bucket in a big way here to regain some confidence.
Murray, good.
Man, have they been effective at getting the ball inside.
Outside Jackson. Here's Leonard. Whistle blows. Bucket is good. And he'll have a chance at the line to make it a 3-point play.
And this is who he has become. Leonard with the great body control takes the hit and still able to sink the shot. And one.
He's gone 6 of 6 from the free throw line. Serge Ibaka has checked in for the Clippers. Patrick Beverly comes in for Jackson. Barton's checked in for Denver.
One shot.
The free throw good from Kawhi Leonard. 52 seconds left to play here in the second quarter. Barton against Beverly. Barton drives in. Here's McGee. And the bucket is good. 3-point play chance here for him.
And that's 10 straight points in the paint. The defense, nowhere to be found.
This trip is his second to the free throw line in this one.
And you know, you'll take what he can give you from the free throw line. Looking at his numbers, just really not one of his strengths. Shooting in the low 60s last season.
That's good from McGee. 41 seconds left here in the second. Bounce pass from Beverly. Leonard draws the double. Nice passing here by Los Angeles. Morris, no good.
Well, that's not a shot he's ever going to pass up, and he shouldn't. Despite the miss, no defender anywhere near him. He's got to shoot that one.
Now here's Millsap. Got him with the pump fake, but couldn't finish. Barton against Beverly. And he's fouled pretty hard on that shot, but he's got the chance to pick up the points at the line. It's going to go on Will Barton.
Yeah, Patrick Beverly is going to come at you every night. Just an inspiring player that way, and daring the defense to get physical with him on that play.
First trip to the free throw line for him in this one.
Take a break. 2 shots.
And he makes the first.
Beverly just motivated every night to get out here, to play, to compete. He hustles and wants to make it really tough on anybody that's on the opposing side of things.
That one misses, so he goes 1 for 2. Murray for 3. No good on the last second attempt there. So as we conclude the first half, so far fairly one-sided. Clippers lead by 17. It's time now to go courtside as we send you over to David Aldridge from the sideline. David, take it away.
Kevin, thanks so much. Kawhi, you seem to be so at ease out there. How much is that helping your game?
It's helping me out a lot. Just coming in the game relaxed, just with more intensity. I mean, my teammates start getting me involved on the offensive end. I'm playing great on defense. We just got to keep it up second half and not let it up.
Hey, Kawhi, thank you very much for your time. Back to you, Kevin.
All right, David, thank you. We'll be back after halftime for the start of the third quarter.
The 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Ernie Johnson here with Shaq and Kenny, and a favorite time of the year as we're halfway through one of the first games of this fresh NBA season. Kawhi Leonard is having one of those nights. He ended up with 36 points and 4 rebounds. And taking a look at the Clippers, Kenny, what did you see out there?
What you like about Kawhi Leonard, efficient in everything he does. Rarely does he take an extra dribble, doesn't take bad shots, and he passes in the right position to make the play.
And you, big fella, let's get your thoughts on the Nuggets.
Their field goal percentage reminds me of Kenny's breath. Brutal. Not reading the defense, not getting enough quality looks. They need to make major changes because the system they ran in the first half was not working.
And that'll do it for us. The third quarter about to begin with Kevin Harlan standing by. We'll catch you on the flip side,
my brother.
And there wasn't too much drama in the first half, but maybe things will tighten up here in the second. Kawhi Leonard really has his fingerprints all over this one.
Definitely been challenging the defense here early on, not settling for anything outside.
And you want these kind of nights where you can start to see those openings before they happen.
The Nuggets trail by 17. Morris is out there with Kawhi Leonard. Then it's Paul George. Then it's Patrick Beverley. And it's Ibaka in at the 5. So that's the lineup on the floor for the Clippers. Now here's Murray. Here's Millsap. The rebound by Ibaka. Ibaka's got his 7th rebound here tonight. Here's Morris. And Morris throws it down.
Just aggressive there. Instead of going to one of his patented shots inside, Morris just simply rises up to be free.
McGee, the pass to Jokic. Jokic draws the double. Outside Porter. Back to Jokic. 5 on the clock. And there's the pass to Murray. From deep three-point range with 1 on the clock. And he makes good on the layup. Jokic has got 17.
A little bit of hustle, a little bit of energy. Jokic right now pounding the offensive glass and not quitting on these possessions.
Here's Ibaka. It's held in by Jokic. Jokic has got double-digit rebounds now in the game. Now McGee. He's got 7. Murray outside. Back to McGee from the arc. It's hauled in by Los Angeles. George has got 6 rebounds in the game.
And they're 1 of 4 here to start the second half. And the pressure he put on that shot forced the miscue.
Those are all the little things about effort there. He just gets out there and contests, and that's just enough.
Murray finds Millsap. Over Beverley. Millsap misses.
1 of 5 here, Kevin, to start the half. Their offense looks like it's shrinking right now.
And George with the stuff.
Yeah, Paul George will take those opportunities anytime he can get them. A nice dunk there.
They've been struggling here on offense.
Yeah, a bit of a dry spell for sure.
McGee against Beverley. And McGee kicks to Porter. Pass to Jokic. To the inside, Murray. That's in, coming off the assist from Jokic.
Meeting the defense with a tenacious will to score. Murray giving you that effort.
Leonard looking over the floor. Passes it to Morris. The dish to Ibaka. Outside Leonard. The 19-foot shot. No good. Shot missing. Now the Nuggets take it the other way. Murray outside. Over Beverly. Morris with the rebound. And it's Leonard with the ball. He'll bring it up for the Clippers. Just 4 points. That's all they've given up here in the second half.
A lot of points coming from Paul George from the three-point line over the past couple seasons. The D has to play out on him, and that creates the space.
And here's Millsap after Paul George getting his 3 to go. To the middle. Got a piece of it. Here's Murray. And it's sent back by George. And the ball travels out of bounds. It was last touched by George. The Nuggets making a switch here. Daniels is checked in. We've gone about 3.5 minutes into the third now. 4 on the shot clock. Here's Jokic. 11 feet out and he hits it. Jokic has got 19 points.
Jokic showing off some of that all-star talent that we've talked about the last couple seasons.
Beverly deciding where to go with it. Morris passes to George. Back to Morris. The shot's good on the assist by George. George has got 9 assists in the game. Great passing. The Nuggets trail by 20. Murray outside. He kicks it to Porter. Here's Jokic. A three-pointer, no good.
And he didn't punish them for the weak coverage there, but they can't count on him to continue missing.
George, no good. Denver's gotten blank from three-point land so far in the third. Still 0 for 3. Here's Murray. Uses the glass to finish the layup. Murray's got his 3rd basket of the night.
Murray, not much fear there as he gets amongst the trees, looking in control down low.
And while Murray is known, Brent, for his outside shooting, he's very strong with his in-between game as well.
Yeah, he's got a lot of options offensively and getting more and more in contact with Jokic on those high screen and rolls. Devastating, Kevin, when he gets to that left hand, gets around the free throw line and shoots that high floater. There are nights where he does tons of damage with that.
The Nuggets trail by 18. Unable to get that one. Good work defensively by Morris. Murray against Beverly. Pass to Morris. Over Daniels. Morris, no good.
Even if you're not shooting it, you like to see the effort level, and his tonight has been high.
Daniels passes to Murray. Outside, Porter. He's off on that one, and the Clippers will go the other way with it. Outside Leonard, over in the corner, Beverly. Rebound by the Nuggets. Porter looking it over. Now the pass to Daniels. Hits it from three-point range. Daniels has got 11 points.
He's going to punish you, Kevin, if you leave him open. He's more than willing to take the open three when he's got it.
And there's Paul George on the assist by Beverly. 16 points for George.
Think back to when Paul George entered the league in the 2010-11 season for the Indiana Pacers. A skinny kid. Not so much anymore.
Now, here's Jokic. 19 points in the game. Daniels with it. Morris is there. 3 on the clock. Here's Murray. Jokic trying to free himself up. And that one hits back iron. Clippers leading by 17. Beverly. Well-timed pass, and he goes straight to the bucket for the layup. 8 points for him.
And Matador defense, that's one of the easiest shots he is ever going to see.
Yeah, feels like Christmas right now, just gift wrapping points.
time called here. The Nuggets decide to talk it over.
Trying to snap them out of this little slump.
Well, they can't find the net right now, and all they need, I think, is just to get one to go, get back on track.
Changing it up. Vonleh's checked in for Millsap. Aaron Gordon comes in for Porter. And Barton subbed in for Murray. Clippers leading by 19 points. Rondo passes to Kennard. Outside for George. Ibaka outside. Pass to Rondo. Outside, George. Off target from three-point range. And so it's Barton bringing it up for the Nuggets. Passes it to Jokic. Back to Barton. That's in, coming off the assist from Jokic. Barton's got his first bucket in this one.
Well, a big man who can really dish it out. Jokic really reliable, setting up his teammates.
Outside, George. George double team. Here's Kennard. He's covered by Daniels. Here's Morris. It's rebounded by Vonleh.
How about the timing he shows there to challenge that shot?
Yeah, not easy to do there, and that's a guy that you can tell takes every possession defensively very seriously.
And George, here we go. And George with the stuff.
Yeah, Paul George, look out, hammers that one home.
The Nuggets trail by 19. Barton outside. Kicks to Gordon from downtown. That shot off the mark. So Los Angeles will take it the other way. George with no one around. Wasted no time on that shot, but it's off the mark. Here is Daniels. He's got 11. To the paint. Jokic draws the double. No good. Some solid defense from Ibaka. Down low. Out of bounds. Denver takes possession.
All right, a chance to look at the stats for Nikola Jokic. Last season, he played outstanding. Last season, he averaged 20 points a game, 11 rebounds, and 7 assists. And guys, he can just explode for points anytime he steps on the court.
Well, he looks to score, and he looks to score often.
Here is Daniels. Pass to Vonleh. Dishes it to Barton. Over Morris. The rebound by Ibaka. Ibaka's got 12 rebounds here tonight. Big time effort.
This feels like it's snowballed a little bit on them. The more he tries to shoot his way out of this slump, the worse it seems to get. They need him to get it together.
Here's Barton following the score by Serge Ibaka. Here's Gordon. And contact on the shot, so he'll be shooting free throws here. It's on Rajon Rondo. For Denver, they have been good at the free throw line. This one, 7 of 8.
Take a break. Take a break. 2 shots.
First one falls for him. Zubac is checked in for Morris. Both good from the line that time. 1:36 left to play in the third. George against Gordon. And George, here we go. And they call the foul, so he's got the and one chance here to make it a three-point play.
Well, defender just a little too late in reacting. It's a piece of Paul George, but a piece, that's not enough.
He's gone 1 of 1 in the game so far from the line. Free throw good from George. Denver's gone into a slump here from three-point range, shooting just 1 of 5 here in the third. Barton passes to Vonleh, and he lays it straight in.
Well, Barton had a good feel about what was happening defensively, and his teammate was wide open.
Clippers leading by 20. Rondo kicks to Ibaka. Here's Kennard. He's covered by Daniels. Fires from deep. It's rebounded by Vonleh. The Nuggets shooting just 35%. They've got to get better looks. It's Barton on the wing. He's covered by Rondo. Daniels inside the line. Rondo with the rebound. Los Angeles has gotten fewer than half of their three-pointers to go down tonight. They're 4 for 9. Ibaka against Jokic. Releases from 15. Ibaka, no luck. And so it's Barton bringing it up for Denver. Daniels passes to Barton. He kicks it to Vonleh. He dishes it to Gordon. Three-pointer, Barton. The shot missing. And so it's Los Angeles closing out the quarter with a 20-point lead. They have made it very tough to get a shot off against them. Their defense has been stifling. And don't go away. We'll be right back. And now we have a moment to reveal our State Farm assist of the game.
And the definition of teamwork right there, guys. I mean, what great communication between them, and what a beautiful feed.
You know, coaches talk about it all the time, but to be able to play with that kind of feel, nice play, collaborating, improvising, and organic.
And 1 quarter to go in a game that to this point has not been an evenly fought contest. And Denver will start the fourth quarter with Vonleh is out there with Jokic. Then it's Aaron Gordon. Then it's Will Barton. And it's Daniels in at the shooting guard position.
That's one he knows he should have drained.
Jokic with it. Barton outside. The pass to Gordon. Makes it off the glass.
Coaching staff would like some more shots from that range.
Here is Rondo. Outside, George. To the middle. Shoots a fader. That one misses. Now the Nuggets take it the other way. Fourth quarter still young, just over a minute play. Here is Daniels. Zubac's defending. From past the arc. Daniels, no good. Los Angeles leading by 18. George double teamed. Here's Rondo. The shot's good on the assist by George. George has got his assist totals piling up. 11 now for him. Some tough offensive sets. They want to turn it around.
Yeah, right now you just need a bucket to get some momentum.
The 15-footer. The Clippers grab the miss. Ibaka's got rebound number 13 for him here tonight. Jokic with the steal. And we're around 2 minutes into the fourth quarter here. Here's Daniels, and it's sent back by George.
So you can't toss up the weak stuff around Paul George. You see,
the power on that Gruden.
Unreal. Well, not only looking at Paul George get up, look at the guys on the bench loving it from PG.
Outside Gordon, and it's Paul George with the foul. That's his first foul. Brent, when constructing a team, it's always tricky to fit in max contracts. But the truth is, some players probably deserve much more money than they're allowed to receive.
Incredible to say that, right,
It
Kevin?
is, yeah.
But there are guys like LeBron James, whose $35 million contract might be worth 100.
I always thought about Jordan, too, right? I mean, my goodness.
Yeah, it's ridiculous. And for the years that Michael Jordan was underpaid in Chicago for what it was he was doing. But in terms of competitive balance for the league and 30 franchises, and for you to try to build a team and a roster to put out on the floor to play this game and have opportunities to win championships, it's really the only way, and sometimes unfairly for guys in terms of their competition and compensation to have to put maximums on what it is that players can earn.
Denver calls timeout.
And coach can't be happy, and I think I know why. Their defense putting up no resistance inside.
No, they're not preventing them from scoring, and if you can get to a high efficiency shot on the floor, and that's the paint, you just keep going.
Making a switch here. Leonard's checked in, and then for Denver, Paul Millsap's checked in for Noah Vonleh. Porter comes in for Barton, and it's Jamal Murray in for Daniels. Now here's Murray. Pass to Jokic. When it comes to choosing, Brent, the MVP, the Coach of the Year, the Rookie of the Year, all these different great awards, do you like the current voting structure for these big awards right now?
I don't mind the current voting structure. I don't know how you get away from what it is that, in terms of handing people ballots to figure out who it is that they think have earned those awards throughout the year, Kevin. What I don't like about the structure is that you have media members who are voting on things that have huge financial ramifications for organizations. And when that stuff happens with a player who's going to earn a supermax contract because he made an all-NBA team, what you're going to start doing is restricting smaller market teams from being able to afford the ability to keep their star player with the team. And so that needs to be fixed, and fixed immediately.
I do not like the media. Wait a minute.
Wait.
I am the media.
You are the media, Kevin.
Strike that. I'll rewind.
Can we delete that?
Shooting two. And he knocks down the first one. And Los Angeles with some changes. Patterson, he's checked in for Ibaka. And Landry Shamet subbed in for George. Hartenstein, he's checked in for the Nuggets. Torrey Craig comes in for Porter. And Jokic drops them both.
Wow, they've made every free throw here in the second half. Outside Jackson passes it to Leonard.
From 10 feet out, that one doesn't drop. For Denver, they've gone just 1 of 6 from the field to start the fourth quarter. A bit of a slowdown for them right now. Pass to Murray. The Nuggets moving the ball around. And the pass to Hartenstein. Empty that time from Leonard. And so it's Leonard with it. He'll bring it up for the Clippers. Here in the fourth, they've allowed just 4 points. And he gets it to go. Leonard's got 38 points.
That's Kawhi pushing the action all by himself there, attacking inside and starting to take charge.
Pass to Jokic. Shoots over Zubac. And it's Jokic missing.
I get a feeling that he made that much more difficult than he had to. No reason why he had to fade away on that jumper.
And the effort never stops with him. No easy shots when he's on the floor.
Well, it's about the defensive end, and that's what guys feed off. He gives the effort down there at all times.
And here's Los Angeles. They've outscored him 10 points to 2 during this run. And it's sent back by Jokic.
Deceptive reach from Jokic there, swatting that shot away, using those long arms.
Feeds it to Leonard. It's good. The assist this time from Jackson. Jackson's got 5 assists in the game.
Well, if it ain't broke, don't fix it. They keep getting it in the paint and continue to score consistently.
Now, here is Morris. Pass to Jokic. Here's Craig. Zubac defending. Craig kicks to Morris. Launches it. It's hauled in by Zubac. Zubac has got double-digit rebounds now in the game. Back to Shamet. Zubac, the pass to Shamet. Lets a floater go. Good defense by Jokic. Denver's gotten off to an 0 for 2 start from downtown here in the fourth quarter. Inside, and stolen by Patterson. Here's Leonard, and it's sent back by Jokic. And the dunk by Zubac. Something Commissioner Silver has mentioned, Brent, the possibility of a mid-season tournament. You ever see that happening?
It'd be interesting to see if that idea grows some legs here, Kevin, and adopting what it is that in soccer leagues in Europe have done for many years, because teams hone in on what those individual cups mean and the competition raises, and you earn something for the end of the year. If Commissioner Silver can find a way to get that done, it becomes very intriguing instead of an all-star weekend to have teams gather for a midseason tournament with something on the line. Elevated competition.
Well, kids play that in high school. They play that in the college league. It would make sense that it could fit in the NBA as well.
It'd be interesting, and especially halfway through the year, to reinvigorate your fan base with something like that, I think would be great.
Good point. On offense, here are the Clippers. Some momentum with a 15-2 run underway. Shamet. No good that time. Murray with the defensive effort. And the foul called on Kawhi Leonard. That's foul number 2 for him. Murray left side. And it's going to be out of bounds. The Nuggets will retain possession.
Great energy on the deflection and a good job disrupting their offense.
Yeah, appreciate the work right now on the defensive end.
Rajon Rondo's checked in for the Clippers. On defense, the Clippers. Here in the fourth, they've allowed just 4 points. They get the rebound. And that'll be 2 free throws coming up. Officials on the call with the foul.
No, I tell you what, he earned his money on that foul.
Brent, we have seen some players refuse to speak to the media. For whatever reason, where should that line be drawn?
Well, there is a role and a responsibility, I think, of every player in the league, Kevin, given that it's an entertainment industry and that people have jobs around this league to tell stories. to have access to those players. Now, every player doesn't want to talk or get into certain things, but their availability should be made, and people should have access to them. Look, I don't want to take out the trash every Tuesday, but I understand I got to do it at home, and so players have a responsibility to their franchise to be a voice at times.
I always thought you were terrific with the media.
Well, I appreciate that, Kevin. Maybe that's how I got this job.
Good on both. And here's Rondo. Here now, the Clippers. They're on a 15-4 run right now. Jackson, and it's good, coming on the assist by Rajon Rondo. And that's 10 points for Reggie Jackson.
Now, you can't leave someone open around Rondo. He'll find them.
Here's Morris. From down in the low post, it goes. Here's Rondo. Pass to Patterson. Jackson against Morris. Here's Patterson. Hits the three-point bomb.
How many times have we seen a possession like that from them today? Ending with a basket, coming off a pretty pass.
Here's Morris, and the rejection by Zubac.
The edge on the glass is the difference. It's allowed them to build this lead.
Patterson, that's good.
And great hustle to turn that block shot into a fast break opportunity. Big time play on both ends.
Now here's Murray. The pass to Bull. Over Patterson. The Clippers grab the miss. Zubac has got 13 rebounds in the game. Succeeded.
And you want more of this from Jackson. The more unselfish he is, the better the team.
Watch Murray. Jackson against Murray. Teardrop shot, and the rejection by Zubac. And that one goes out of bounds. Last touch by Zubac. Kyle O'Quinn, he's checked in for the Clippers. And Denver also making a switch. Gordon's checked in. Bull, the pass to Hartenstein. That one off the back iron and out.
Not a bad shot from the mid-range. The D's giving it to him, and he's usually got an eye in that kind of range.
Rondo scanning the floor. A shot's good from O'Quinn.
Yeah, 3 consecutive field goals have come right at the rim. The D had better start buckling down.
Gordon against Rondo. Fade away. And it's Gordon missing. Los Angeles has gone to the three-pointer 11 times tonight, nailed 5 of them. Rondo passes to O'Quinn to the inside. And the dunk to finish it off. A beauty.
Well-rounded effort, and they show no signs of letting up.
Coaching staff probably most proud of the effort of this team on both ends of the floor here tonight.
Now here's Gordon. A few players now host podcasts, participate with those elements, with those vehicles during the season. Any thoughts on that?
I think it's great. I think it's fantastic for our fan base and for our players to have an outlet, to have conversations and share a little bit more about their personality. It grows them as people, I think, Kevin, especially I've listened to J.J. Redick's many times over,
yes.
And you learn something new, not only about players, but about their interests and how they're spending time. And I think if you were a young player, let's say you were a high school senior and you're a college player and you're listening to some of the things that guys are talking about in their experiences, I think it's invaluable for what it is that you don't know exists around a player in the NBA, and for you to start having considerations about how difficult the task is, how mentally taxing. So these things are great outlets for players.
Now here's Gordon. The offensive rebound. A minute 20 left in the fourth quarter.
And so it's going to end up in the record books as a blowout, a dominating performance for the Clippers.
It was a standout performance across the board.
I mean, it was like watching a cat play with a mouse. They were able to do more or less whatever they wanted.
And it'll go down as their first official win of the new year. And we watched him all night long. No one could really stop him. Just another excellent game it was for George.
And with all these assists, it's obvious how well that he can see the entirety of the floor out there. If an easy bucket is to be had, he'll find it.
And the Clippers miss again. And there's the feed to Gordon. And it's Gordon finishing it off.
I tell you what a good thing that he showed up today, because without him, this thing would already be over.
Outside Jackson. In the corner, it's Patterson. Shot clock at 5. Los Angeles needs to get off a shot here. There's Shamet. And that time, also a missed shot. Lob pass to Gordon, and then Gordon with the dunk.
Absolutely the prettiest play in basketball, executed to perfection.
I don't think you'd get an argument there. Everybody loves the alley-oop. So the Clippers winning this one easily. It was a tale of two teams tonight. One that was in total control, operating flawlessly, and the other just searching for answers.